Welcome back to another week of Start Building Me. I'm Dave. I'm your host, here to get you into the healthy habit of exercise. And basically, folks, you have to exercise every day. It's mandatory. No ifs, no buts. You've just got to do it. Just like eating right, folks. Please, you've got to do it. The only person that you're going to burn if you do not exercise is yourself. And trust me, it's one of those things when you're a young whippersnapper who I'm trying to target here, and of course people who are injured, people who have fallen off the wagon and want to get back into exercise, and that is why I'm here. I'm going to be doing some training for 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes every night anyway. It keeps me honest, it forces me to exercise after a day of work, and just trying to catch people before they go off and game or watch people game on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever medium you are on, and get you in and moving. So I'm going to start without further ado to do my own workout, and I will walk and talk, or squat and talk. Well, look, I can even walk and talk as well. That's what I've got, my purpose-built Start Building Me studio, which is supposed to be a virtual Maroubra, New South Wales, my favourite beach in the world. And by doing so, it's my zen place here, despite it looking very artificial. Blue and yellow is my favourite colour combination. I'm never really sure why. The Husqvarna colours as well from motorcycles, black and red being my other favourite colour combination. But blue and yellow seems a bit fresher, seems a bit more inviting than red and black. So that's why I use this whilst doing some squats to repent after a weekend of doing quite little actually. Apart from on Saturday, I had to track down my hounds who decided to have an adventure in the bush. Disappeared from me, looked in my eyes and said, "Not today, Squire," and took off into the bush, leaving me to search for them on foot, mountain bike and drone for multiple hours until a friend ended up finding them for me. Evening, Jazz in the house. Raise heels, good on you. Sally Starjump, sorry I couldn't get to you on your ride. I was stuffing my face with junk food. How about that, folks? You got to be consistent with good food, and that's why you can sometimes lash out and stop at the Golden Arches. Another favorite color combo of mine, one that apparently elicits a response of wanting you to be hungry. According to Sally Starjump, some 20 years ago, I think that trivia comes from. Whilst I do some more squats, try and get the blood pumping, try to repent from the several burgers that I allegedly ate. That word allegedly, it's kind of pointless. It's allegedly is a word that is something that is basically pointing their finger at you anyway. It always implies guilty. In this case of eating burgers, it definitely was. But if I just work the grease through in a quick Start Building Me session on Monday, all will be well. If it's the last vice, I missed out on Friday. And those damn diggity dogs, I swear. I couldn't walk, my toes were all wrecked and I'm waddling around the bush. Keithdale! Keithdale! I would have looked like a madman. And now they're wrecked, now they're like hobbling around the house. Sanity 2 has told me that I can give Keith Panadol once every 4 hours like humans. I think 500 milligrams per 20 kilograms of body weight. Since he is 27, he can have one. He cannot jump off the bed at the moment. Yeah, Mr. Burns, yes, that's right, when you came and delivered them, that's... yeah, it wasn't excellent though, that's for sure. I was waddling around the desert like a... Gotta keep it PG. Like the proverbial normal people that you see wandering around like this in Townsville. People who are, as we call, shard enthusiasts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really like using the kettlebell at the moment. It's really spicing things up for me, getting a little bit more out of my workout here for Start Building Me. You can have some cans of spaghetti or beans or something. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Plastic bag with water in it. Make sure it's a strong plastic bag. Grip strength is the most important strength after cardiovascular strength. Thank you very much, Cloudbot. You're dead right about that. My grip strength is ailing. I find I've been lazy with the gym. I've been doing a lot of lifting, a lot of physical work, but absolutely zero gym, and I miss it. I really enjoy the gym. That's why I'm trying to crank out a few weighted exercises here, be it squats and push-ups, whilst I'm here to just make sure I get something, at least something that's uniform, something that's rehabilitative. Try and balance that out. Yeah. Counter imbalance, plenty of imbalances. Working out imbalances over the course of your life is what the gym is for. Trying to reduce, as Sal Starjump and I were talking about the other night, the differences between sort of imbalances between sort of one side of the other for running, or when you're bench pressing, if one arm pushes harder than the other, all those imbalances are worked out by doing nice uniform weight exercises, time under tension, nothing fancy, and that's exactly what we are doing here. So by doing different motions like this, sitting back into your heels, as I always say, weight goes to the outside of your feet. The reason being is because you have arches in your feet, and that's why you should focus on pushing your toes down, weight to the outside of your feet, back into your heels, and breathe. As always, breathing is the main part of Start Building Me. I really try and get that stomach expansion, so it's funny, the write-up of a proper diaphragm breathing being neglected due to human vanity and being young and not wanting to stick your stomach out to impress the opposite sex or the same sex if you're that way inclined. I think that's so funny. No other mammal species, probably no other species in general, but of course it's going to be mammals. Let's focus on mammals. Has that problem with their breathing, which I find quite amusing. 7 minutes on the clock. Let's try and get another 3 or 4 minutes out of doing some squats. We're just pumping the blood around, as I always say, increasing your heart rate, increasing your blood pressure. Temporarily, albeit the only way it's going to be permanent is if I eat that amount of McDonald's every single night. Try not to shill any brands here. I don't want them to get any kudos from me. It's a secret shame. The old Macca's shame. Macca's is amazing. They really cracked the code. They put the crack in the code. And just, I knew they teamed up with Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola is a beverage that apparently has sort of resets the palate every sip you take, so it's effectively like tastes like a new thing every single time. Apparently, I think it's probably pretty true. It certainly seems that way to me. And most of the burgers sort of have that same sort of effect. I find it very easy to go and eat what used to be the value of a 6-pack of beer in McDonald's. Now I'll probably die of carbohydrates, cholesterol poisoning, which of course is not true. It's an old wives' tale, carbohydrate, the old LDL cholesterol poisoning. It's not quite so straightforward. Listen to Peter Attia's Drive podcast, looking specifically around the topic of cholesterol. Very misunderstood and obviously outdated. Science outdates, folks. That's the nature of it. If we were still applying the science that was around for hundreds of years ago, we wouldn't be evolving at a very quick rate at all. And don't forget the people that used to be deemed heretics for embracing science and pursuing it and trying to improve it, and were seen as heretics. The irony, kind of stupid. But anyway, let's not stray off doing squats. Pump the blood around your body before you have dinner, before you go to bed, or watch people play video games, watch tarts sit in bubble bath. Can't believe people do that when you could be pumping iron on Start Building Me. But to each their own, and I'm just here to pump iron in my own time, do some squats, do some push-ups, and I will be out of here. And those new Simpsons, I find it hard to sit down and watch TV. Very dry. I think my Esky freezer box with magnesium in it is dried my skin up. Oh man, burping up some fierce macas. Anyway, repent. 10 minutes, I'm gonna do another 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm breathing heavier, so that's the purpose of exercise. Let's do some push-ups and get out of here. So you've earned your dinner, you've earned whatever it is that you are doing next in the evening. I find it hard to stay up that much later at the moment with my 2 crippled dogs who are pressing up against me for body warmth. And last night I gave them a big shove back because I was sick of their hillbilly crap. Anyway, I'm rambling as I always do. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do them off your knees if you can't do push-ups strictly. That's not the point. Is just pushing blood through your upper body like an upper body squat. So if you can't do a strict push-up, you can always do them in the same fashion, off your knees like that. And like always, you might have to do a few more to get the same effect, but you will get the same effect. It just won't have the same effect in core stability. But it'll still be pumping blood through your shoulders, your triceps, your back, your chest. So that's the whole purpose. Start building me, not keep building me, not advance building me. Start building me. Stand up, that's my motto. Get you up off the couch. That's the whole purpose, just getting you to do the very fundamentals, the bare minimum of exercise. Then we get out of here and not have dinner. Maybe some fish oil, some N-acetylcysteine to help my digestion of processed garbage food, which it absolutely is. But as Sanity and I were talking about yesterday, you can still get mad gains eating Maccas every day, as people have proven time and time again. Something that I've actually wanted to do back in the day, because when I was bodybuilding, I would just go to McDonald's for breakfast before work and have like 6 double sausage and egg McMuffins, 2 espressos and 4 hash browns, no worries. So really when you're breaking your food down to macronutrients, so carbohydrates, protein and fat, you want as much protein and fat as you can get whilst bodybuilding. Carbohydrates give you the ability to keep on training the next day and the next day, so everything's kind of important. You can max out those macronutrients at McDonald's. But processed food is poor quality, and there'll be a lot of sodium in it and sugars in it in breads. I think it was Subway has to be defined as confectionery in maybe Italy or somewhere in Europe, because their food standards say that it's garbage, because it absolutely is. Don't forget, if it's something you do not know how to do, you can always do this off your knees. Whatever works for you, folks. We're just trying to get blood pumping through your body, because your brain needs that blood, and you need to pump that blood through your organs, through your renal system, through your kidneys, through your liver. Getting that all working through your body, and you don't have to do that much. You just have to do it consistently. That word that I bang on about until I'm hoarse every single night here on Start Building Me during the week. You have to be consistent with your exercise. It doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to wear spandex. Like I always say, forget the spandex, forget the elixirs, forget the potions. Just pump the blood through your body. Quick and smart, 15, 20 minutes here. Where are we at now? 14 minutes. Do another few minutes on the clock and we'll get out of here and be back tomorrow, as always, from Monday to Friday. Unless I screw something up in my daily routine and have to bail, check me out on Twitter, Facebook. I'm usually on there and will reply to any questions that people have. But my main message here is to get people to exercise. I don't want engagement. I don't want any of that stuff. I just want people to get the message out that you have to bloody exercise. There's no ways around it. There's, by the time you need your health, it's going to be too late. Like I always say, I've worked as a data analyst in hospitals for 17 years, different practices. When you need surgery, when you need help from the doctors, it is too late, folks. And the way to beat it is to do the bare minimum. Do some push-ups off your hands and knees, repent, and then we'll get the hell out of here. 15 minutes, I'm gonna do 10 more push-ups and I'm out of here. Have a great night. As always, folks, like and subscribe if you haven't, if you're watching on repeat. I love you wherever you are in the world. Thanks for all the messages that you send me and questions that you ask, as long as they're sensible. Don't ask me stupid questions or you get a stupid answer or no answer. But if you ask me a polite, sensible question, hey, I'll always get back to you because this is what my life is all about. Anyway, 10 more push-ups and let's get out of here. Have a great night. 1, 2, 3, 4 off your knees maybe. 5, doesn't matter. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And remember, as I'm just about to do now, in all aspects of life, stand up for health and exercise. Take it easy. Have a good one.